In the heart of Nigeria, where culinary dreams are born and nurtured, stands Abuja Culinary School, a place where passion for food meets the spirit of innovation. In 2024, our institution set its sights on something bigger, a Guinness World Record.
Breaking a world record? That's huge.
Maybe we can try.
Guinness World Record? Like, really? Director is always dreaming big, but I hope she's not in over her head this time.
We don't have enough finance to fund such huge projects, and our online engagement is not strong enough. Where and how do we do that?
I love big challenges, and this was no different. But then as a boss, when you're saddled with the responsibility of communicating that idea to your team without any tangible or realistic evidence, to them, you're just daydreaming.
Yes, daydreaming. That was my thought when she called me to tell me that she wants Elitmore to consult for the project, the Guinness World Record project. We've never had such kind of project before. So for me, it was something challenging, but we had to take the offer. We're ready for the challenge.
The first thing we did was assemble a dedicated team, and we reached out to different people. We planned to do a test run, and we held meetings to refine ideas to ensure the success of the project. And while we were doing that, unexpected challenges arose.
We knew this was going to be tough, but with the right planning and execution, we could make it happen. So we contacted stakeholders from other industries and students from Nigerian universities to help in delivering the project.
One of our key team members responsible for our social media presence suddenly just resigned without any notice. This was a major blow to the team, and it was sudden.
When I heard about a colleague of mine resigning that morning, I was surprised. We were all surprised. Like, how now? But I had to push it aside because the task ahead is very, very, very important.
All right, so I got a call from Mr. Femi saying that the vendor we wanted to use, whose services we declined, by the way, was threatening to sue us. Sue us? So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, now we're going to jail. The pressure was immense, and I remember on my bed, I was sitting on my bed and I just laid down on the bed and I broke down. It was a lot.
I think the news about the lawsuit was a cold dump on everyone's spirit, but at that point there was no going back. So we planned a test run, a jollof rice competition between Nigeria and Ghana. You know the thing about Nigeria-Ghana jollof rice rivalry. So we said, okay, let's see how this goes.
We had a very high hope that this event will be a unifying moment to bring to an end the rivalry between Nigeria and Ghana over who cooks the best jollof rice.
The Ghana embassy rejected our proposal, not once, but twice. And the Ghanaian chef was very, very furious that he even threatened to take action.
So at this point, I gave up. The pressure was a lot. The rejection from the embassy of Ghana at not bringing somebody to come support Chef Mensah was very, very disappointing. Not just for the chef, but for the team. Because all they needed to do was send a representative to come and cheer, to come to the event to cheer the chef up, because he's from Ghana. You know, he wanted his people there, and he was very furious. He didn't take it well at all. And then we had the vendor who wanted to sue us. We had all different challenges that were just coming up, and it was just a lot. And so I put a call to Mr. Femi. I told him, I said, Mr. Femi, we're putting the project on hold.
We are putting the project on hold.
What now? Well, I went back to God. I'm a Christian. I went back to God in prayers and in God's word, and I found the strength to continue. We can't give up. We had come this far. We have worked so hard. Everyone is expectant. I decided, let's go for the jugular. We would attempt the Guinness World Record directly. No more test run. And so I put a call to Mr. Femi and told him the project is back on track. Let's do this. And the amazing thing that happened again was the yes from Abuja Continental Hotel. They told us yes, that they were willing to partner with us, and that was like a defining moment. That was a miracle. I knew that was God.
I wasn't supposed to cook for the record attempt, but when I was told I'll be representing Nigeria, I was ready for the challenge, knowing that it would be mind-blowing. So bring it on.
I was so excited when I was told that I'm going to be working with Chef Start for the record attempt, but we had a lot of challenges. That because we did not agree on a recipe that almost ruined our dish, but we were able to pull it through.
Yeah, as a Ghanaian, I was proud to represent my country during the event. But unfortunately, my embassy refused to support me or the event. And that was a challenge to me. But the truth is, I expected them to know that Nigeria and Ghana are just like twin brothers.
Okay, so this time around we were ready. The team were energized. They knew, yes, we could do this, and there was a lot of positivity. But the challenges didn't stop. There were several countless challenges that kept coming. For example, Eventbrite's network shut down for several hours. People could not access it. And that was not only the problem. Another problem was that people didn't understand how to use Eventbrite. It was a bit complex for them, especially from our online campaigns. We saw a lot of impressions, but very little results. Very little people were actually going to Eventbrite to sign up to get the ticket. And then Nigeria's internet network providers shut down for days. We don't know what happened, but people could not access the internet, and we had little time. Time was running out. We were piling up expenses on our online campaign due to the exchange rate. The exchange rate was a lot. And that was when we decided to overhaul our entire plan. We decided, you know what, no more online campaign. We had to go to the grassroots. We had to talk to people one-on-one. There was no sleep. Nobody was sleeping, because we had very limited time. And that was the game-changing moment for us. Actually talking to people one-on-one, helping them, talking to them about the program and showing them how to sign up. That was what made the difference.
Then arrived the most awaited day. It was as if everything was working against us.
Not everything went right, but we decided to trust God totally. We submitted our evidence, and we're just praying and hoping for a positive feedback.
Then the waiting was becoming too long. After our submission, we kept waiting, hoping that we're going to get the results almost immediately. So I called Mrs. Deborah to ask her how far. Then she told me that there was a particular mail she got and they said it's pending. And she was asking me that what's the meaning of pending? The thing about tension will make you to forget grammar. But then, some days after, she called me and told me that news flash. I was like, what's the news? She said we got the award.
Our journey to winning the Guinness World Record was no ordinary journey. It was driven by the power of belief, determination, and the can-do spirit of the Nigerian youth. It was a push to define our future. We're just a small team with a big dream, and our dream was filled by purpose greater than ourselves. We came together to break down doors that otherwise would not have been open to us. Our dedication, teamwork, and effort brought us a moment that would forever be etched in the history of the world, the Guinness World Record. For us, it's not just a number, and it was not about ego or wanting to do what others had done before. It was because we wanted to put African gastronomy on the world stage. For us, breaking this record was really defying expectations and setting a new standard for what's possible. It was about showing the world what Nigerian spirit, what the Nigerian youth can do. The Nigerian youth, to show the world that the Nigerian youth can lead, can innovate, and can dominate on the world stage. When we look back on all that we've achieved, on the achievements, the challenges and the struggles, the sleepless nights, and the relentless pursuit of excellence, and the unwavering belief in the power of teamwork, and pulling through the challenges and winning the Guinness World Record, we see a future that is big and pregnant with possibilities. We know that this is just the beginning. At Abuja Culinary School, we are more than educators. We are dream weavers and we are future builders. And we are driven by the tenets that anyone can achieve whatever they set their hearts to do, with hard work, with passion, and with vision. This is why we want you to join us on this story through this documentary and be inspired. Most importantly, we want you to forge your own legacy, and we want you to do great things, because this is just the beginning.